Good morning, YouTube. This is Rick, Black Rifle from North Augusta, South Carolina, coming to you today with a DIY uh, thermal target. I show how to adapt and make a thermal target. Some of these thermal targets are $30. It's ridiculous. So I have made one out of a piece of cardboard and a MRE heater that comes in the MRE package. They didn't come in a package when I was in the military. The MREs were in a brown bag, and actually, they're better than these new stuff. Anyway, I got some MREs from the local um, area here during the hurricane. They were handing them out, and I was surprised it was all Italian food. I said to myself, how'd they know? Anyway, this is the target that I made. It's just a piece of cardboard, scrap cardboard, and on the back you have the MRE heater. And you slice this open, pour a little bit of water in there, and get that thing to where it's getting hot. And then when you put this down range, you'll see this. But I got a big sheet of white paper, so if it's off of this little piece of cardboard, it ain't no problem. So I'll tape it like that to the white piece of paper. And then you got this orange thing you can see. First go to 25 meters. Take your shot, see where it's at, make your adjustments. Once you get them anywhere on this, in this circle here, you don't have to have them touching, but get them in the circle. Once they're all three shots in that circle, you're zeroed at that 25-meter range. Then go pull back to 50 and do the same thing and repeat again. And repeat and then you can go back to 100 yards and shoot and be dead on. But this is this will last for the shooting session. It should anyway. If it don't, I'll come back and tell you about it. But that's it. Just a DIY target for a thermal sight for zeroing your thermal scope. So you got to slice it across here, put the water in, pull the pack down, then either tape or staple the target to the backing. I got a big sheet of paper. I say it's about 18 by 24 sheet of white paper. It's a kind of a cardboard waxy paper. My friend gave it to me. Anyway, they use it in a packing plant where they make packaging. Anyway, that paper, you'll see where you hit if you're off this cardboard. But try and get a bore sight zero if you can. And I do that by being about 25 feet away from a lamp with a light bulb on it. Turn the light bulb on, look at the lamp. You'll see the light bulb. I use black hot when I zero. The light bulb will glow black hot. Move your crosshair over to the light bulb. Put your gun in a kind of a vise, like a rest, and get it bore sighted to the light bulb. Anyway, you should be right on. There's a light bulb, glow black hot. You can actually look through the barrel of the AR. Open your barrel, pull your bolt out, look through the barrel, aim it at the light bulb, and then look up in the scope, and it should be black hot there. And just move your crosshair over to the light bulb, and you'll be bore sighted. and then you go put this target up, and great day. It's a lot cheaper if you can get a hold of these MRE heaters. So I've got about 4 or 5 cases of MREs. So I got access to those heaters. But you look up on the internet there and see what the price of some of them thermal targets are. I like that thermal hog target. It's a life-size hog, and that's perfect. That you really make some precision shots with a target like that. You can get it dialed in, stack them one on another. Anyway, this is Rick, Black Rifle from North Augusta, South Carolina. Well, today is October the 12th, and voting is coming up, and your gun rights are in jeopardy. There is no other way. If you're a gun owner and you vote for a Democrat and you lose your gun, don't whine about it, because they're coming for them. This is serious, folks. We've been overthrown by a socialist commie government, and they will stop at nothing, to include assassination. And their agenda is to stop Donald Trump, and hate people who vote for him. They even cut off funding to the counties in North Carolina that were affected by the hurricane. FEMA cut them off and failed to respond because those were primarily Republican counties. So they punished the Republicans for their vote. Folks, this is America. That's something they did in Nazi Germany. The Democrats are playing out of the Nazi playbook of 1938. And we're the Jews. See, it's hate the white man, hate the Jew. And that's what it's all about, the Democrat Party. They spread that hate and discontent when people are just people. Skin color doesn't matter. It's the content of your heart and your morals. You have to have a moral background. You got to have a moral foundation and a Christian foundation, a foundation morally and spiritually. And then you build a person up from there. That's how I was raised. I was raised to do the right thing, and I was raised to know right from wrong. You know it from when you're born. When you come out of the womb, you know when you do something that it's wrong, if it's wrong to do. But then again, if you don't have that spiritual grounding, you do the wrong thing. Trump can't change it in 4 years. It's going to take years and years. But what's wrong with making America great again? I ask you. We're the greatest country in the world, and they demonize our leaders, our ancestors who were the leaders of this country. George Washington, they want to tear down his monument. They are a threat, and they always scream in democracy. This is not a democracy; it's a constitutional republic, and we are the backbone of this country. If you don't do something in the voting booth, they're going to cheat and get their way in there again. They cheated the last election. They proved it with the ballot stuffing and all of that. So, folks, if you don't like somebody because they got a bombastic attitude, but he does the right job, that's okay. Let him have that bombastic attitude. I like that. Patton was that way. He got the job done, but nobody liked him. All his predecessors were Democrats and they hated his guts. But Patton got the job done. if they gave Patton what he wanted to do during World War II, there would be no Russia today. There would be no Russian Communist Party uh, affecting everything. Korea would have never happened. Uh, Vietnam would have never happened. And the stuff in the Middle East probably would have never happened had they let Patton take control. Because he was going to take that Nazi army, rebuild it, and go after Russia and take them out of power and let the people of Russia run Russia, just like in America. But the UN is a threat to America, and I think it should be moved off our soil. I think the whole UN should be moved over to France or somewhere like that, one of them libtard countries, or in some banana republic in South America. We need to get them people out of here. Just do away with the United Nations because they're worthless. And if we do anything against the Jewish people, God will condemn us for it. So we got to back Israel. And when Donald Trump made Jerusalem and put a embassy in Jerusalem, they were up in arms, the Democrats. But Donald Trump did it, and he's the only one. Out of all the Republican presidents, he was the only one that accomplished that. He accomplished a lot. He changed our society. We had more money in our pocket. The gasoline was cheaper. Life was great with Donald Trump. I disagree with him on some things, but that's okay. He's the president. Let him handle it. That's why we put him in office. We need to put him in office again. We need to put these people that were burning the buildings, rioting and protesting, stalling and stagnating our government in prison. They belong in jail for treason and sedition. Well, that's off my soapbox, so that's my political soapbox for the month until November. And we'll see where you stand. I mean, if you're a gun owner, you better vote Republican because they're going to take your guns. And they say, well, Donald Trump banned the bump stock. Well, he did it because he knew it was unconstitutional, and he knew the Supreme Court would put it back. That's the only reason he did that, to shut the Democrats up. AR-15 doesn't kill people. People kill people. An AR-15 is not a weapon of war. I hunt hogs, deer. I hunt every game animal with an AR-15. I do it legally. I abide the law, and that's the law. Enforce the laws that are on the book now, and don't worry about this other crap. Banning the gun's not going to stop shootings. If they use fire, the oldest weapon on the planet, known to man, if they used say Molotov cocktails in that school shooting instead of an AR-15, they wouldn't be out trying to ban the gasoline or jars or glass bottles. It's ridiculous, folks. There's more people killed in car accidents, drunk driving, than are killed by shootings. So they're not out there trying to ban the car, and they're not out there trying to ban the gasoline that propels the car. You go after that drunk and hold them responsible. But a Democrat, you suspend their license for drunk driving, they're going to drive anyway. And then they're going to run from the police. You know how it goes. Watch cops on TV. Who's doing that? You know who. It's Rick, Black Rifle. Bye-bye.